8 rappers who have went through a divorce. It is no secret that the media is obsessed with celebrity relationships, especially when it comes to rappers. While their music may boast about the lifestyle of clubbing, drinking, and women, it comes as no surprise when we hear that they've settled down. And while seeing our favorite rappers in a steady marriage is excellent, not all of them have happy endings. Unfortunately, it may take a couple of tries to hit gold in their relationships, as it seems many rappers go through divorces. Whether publicized in the media or kept under wraps, we have some insights into 8 rappers who have been through a divorce. Before we start the video, make sure you click the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Number 8. Nick Cannon. After 8 years of marriage, Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon finalized their divorce. The couple was actually separated from one another for 4 years before they made the final decision to part their separate ways in 2016. The couple initially remained incredibly private about their split. Mainly, they stated that they were no longer growing as a couple, and that because of this, they decided that the marriage was no longer for them. While there may have been some rumors that it was due to Mariah Carey's bipolar disorder, or Nick Cannon's medical issues with lupus being a reason for the split, Cannon had refuted those claims, ultimately saying that they held no reasoning for their divorce. Currently, the two are still close as they continue to put parenting their twin children first. And it's worth noting that Nick Cannon recently said that he would be open to remarrying Mariah, so it's possible that we could see them getting back together in the future. Number 7. Nas. Nas's divorce to singer Khalees was a media circus due to multiple reasons. First of all, the intensely public divorce that occurred in 2009 was one of the most expensive divorces in hip-hop history. In 2010, we saw a judge order Nas to increase his monthly child support payments to Khalees from an already insane $40,000 to $51,000. Yes, that's every month. And keep in mind their child was only 1 year old at that point. How a 1-year-old needs that much every month is beyond me. But it doesn't stop there. He was also ordered to pay $350,000 for their divorce settlement. Second of all, the divorce had a huge spotlight on it because of how Khalees placed abuse allegations against Nas. In early 2018, Khalees shared that during their marriage, she was physically and emotionally abused by Nas. In response, the rapper waited 5 months until he responded on Instagram with a series of plain black posts, denying the claim and being openly frustrated with the circumstances. Currently, there is no update on whether Nas and Khalees have worked out the issues post-divorce, or whether the abuse allegations are true. Nas's main hope is that they can grow from this and be an excellent example for their son. Number 6. DMX. What was once one of hip-hop's longest-running relationships ended in 2012 when DMX and his at-the-time wife, Tashira Simmons, made a choice to end their 14-year marriage. While Simmons chose to stay with DMX, their private issues were made incredibly public when he went through multiple arrests, prison time, drug issues, and fathered numerous children outside of their marriage. Simmons no longer wanted to hold the title of the ride for die chick if it meant she was sacrificing her own well-being. We also saw how their unhealthy relations splay out on their stint on VH1's Couples Rehab, where we saw DMX verbally abuse her. During the divorce proceedings, though, it seemed that DMX tried to stay positive and also remain respectful to Simmons during their divorce proceedings. He not only cooperated with child support and payout, but also was seen taking a picture with Simmons, as the two seemed happy and conflict-free 4 years after their divorce. Even though their marriage wasn't picture perfect, these two should serve as an example to a lot of people on how to end a relationship amicably. Number 5. Will Smith. Before Will and Jada became the iconic couple that they are today, Will Smith was actually married before. In 1992, Smith tied the knot with actor Sharif Fletcher, and the two had Smith's oldest son Trey during their time together. 3 years later, the two divorced. And surprisingly, it was Fletcher who initiated the proceedings. The reasoning that Fletcher gave was that they were incredibly young when they began their marriage, and that with Will's main focus being on his growing career, she just didn't feel like a priority. While many news sources have speculated that it was infidelity and abuse that ended the marriage, both Fletcher and Smith had made statements saying otherwise. Luckily, these two managed to keep their business behind closed doors, so there isn't much to say about their divorce. Currently, the couple still remain close friends and co-parent their son Trey together. Number 4. Rich the Kid. As of September of this year, it seems like Rich the Kid is finally a single man. The surprise is that no one really knew that the Plug Walk rapper was married in the first place. The rapper's estranged wife, Antoinette Willis, was the one who filed the divorce back in 2018 after she accused Rich of cheating on her multiple times, and even hacked into his Instagram account to expose him to his millions of followers. Because of the cheating allegations, she is calling it quits and requested full custody of their 2 kids, allowing Rich the Kid kid to have visitation rights as long as he stays current with his $11,000 in monthly child support payments. Strangely enough, it doesn't seem like Rich will be an unmarried man for long, as he not only welcomed his third child into the world with his current love interest Tory Bricks, but is not shy at all with posting her on social media, and seems to have never-ending appreciation posts. Number 3. Logic, a rapper that the internet loves to hate. Logic caught fans off guard when his 2-year marriage with YouTuber Jessica Andrea came to an abrupt halt. The two decided to split in 2018 due to irreconcilable differences. In true celebrity fashion, Logic took to Instagram to talk about the end of his relationship and to assure his fans that there is, quote, no ill will between him and his ex.
But at the end of the day, this is why I don't give a shit about disclaimers anymore. Just say how you feel. And honestly, if it comes from the heart, like, it doesn't matter. People can try to twist whatever they want. They can twist it anyway. I mean, it's fucking insane. It's like, I get divorced and somebody thinks, oh, there's headlines, he cheated or she's a gold digger, he this or he that. No, it's just two people who loved each other and it didn't work out. But we live in an era where it has to be something. It can't not be something.
It doesn't. Yeah, that's the thing is I read 100 articles during that time and none of them were true.
Nothing.
And that was weird because it's the first time that I've really been in a position where I know somebody that I actually know the story that all those articles are about.
And that the two were simply better off as friends. Something else to know about this is that the couple did sign a prenuptial agreement before, which stated that while Jessica would get a significant payout, she would not be entitled to any of Logic's assets. Number 2. Eminem.
Recently divorced from Eminem for the second time, Kim Mather sat down exclusively with 2020 to set the record straight on her wild bad girl image and her near 20-year love-hate relationship with Eminem.
I mean, I guess we could talk to each other about anything. I guess that was a big thing in a relationship, but I don't know if he was a good husband or not, really. He's the only husband I've been with, so I can't compare him to anybody else.
For many rappers, it seems that once they go through a divorce, they never try getting married again. But Eminem decided to give it another go. But he actually ended up not only being divorced twice, but being married to the same woman twice. While Kim and Eminem had previously divorced in 2001, for the sake of their daughter, they attempted to make their relationship work for the second time, only resulting in them getting married for a short 3 months, and getting divorced yet again. While their first divorce consisted of an ugly custody battle over their daughter Haley, the second divorce at least seemed to end more amicably, as the two settled on joint custody of their daughter. After the two incredibly rocky marriage attempts, it appears that they realized that they were much better off apart from one another. Number 1. Wiz Khalifa. Amber Rose came into the spotlight when she started dating Kanye West back in 2009, and they split up only a year later because he allegedly cheated on her. After that, she swore that she would never date a rapper again. As we all know, that didn't last very long because in 2012 she was engaged to rap star Wiz Khalifa. Fast forward to 2014 and she realized that she had made the same mistake for the second time. Because, like Kanye, Wiz allegedly cheated on her. She filed for divorce shortly after and took to social media to make it clear that she was always faithful in her relationship, unlike Wiz. After 2 years of court proceedings, they were actually back to being friends again, as it seems like they both got what they wanted out of the divorce. Something they celebrated together at a strip club. Wiz got to keep his Pennsylvania home and 10 vehicles, while Amber got $1 million and $15,000 a month in child support for their son whom they share custody of.
Marriage. Because it's just paperwork, it's an agreement, and it fucks a lot of relationships up. And it's the whole idea of marriage is very Western civilization, and we don't really come from that, or we don't really need that to have a functional relationship with a family. You dig what I'm saying? Like, for me, in my situation, like, just this one point in particular, if I would have never gotten married when me and Amber broke up, I wouldn't have to give her $1 million. You dig what I'm saying? So that's the marriage part of it. That's why I say marriage, because you don't have to do that when you break up with somebody, or if you're not going to be with.
While Wiz says he'll never get married again, I doubt it's something he regrets, because at the end of the day, he managed to still be friends with Amber. Plus, they have a child together, and they've recently joked about having more. So, did any of these divorces on this list surprise you? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you leave, make sure you click the like button and don't forget to subscribe.